What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige with the Page, and today we're going to be doing my goals check-in for quarter 3. Hello my darlings, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking through my goals and how I'm standing at the end of quarter 3. So I recorded these stats at the beginning of October, so it is fresh, not inclusive of the things that I have completed in October. And I do have a lot of goals. They're broken into my bookish goals, community goals, channel goals, and then side quests for both my bookish and community as well. So we do have quite a few to talk through, but I'll leave link below my goals videos that I've done throughout this year already, talking through them all, and I may or may not have already started to plan for next year's goals as well. Let's talk through the goals and how I'm traveling. The first reading goal is always how many books I want to read, and I've set it at 52. At the end of September I was at 117 books, so well surpassed that goal, very happy. Goal number 2 was to aim for 60% of my reads or more being 300 pages or bigger. At the end of quarter 2 I had hit this goal, but Sufferathon made it plummet just a wee bit, and so unfortunately I'm not currently at that. I am at 57.26% of my reads being over 300 pages. So we're not far away, but we're definitely not at that point. I genuinely don't know how this is going to shape up for the end of the year. Goal number 3 for my bookish goals was to finish more series than I start. Ideally trying to start less than 20 but no more than 24 series for the 2024. At the moment I have caught up on 6 series. I have finished 14, but I have started 15. I know that I have a few conclusions and series coming up. I'm very curious to see how this will go, but I'm so happy with the fact that I've caught up on 6 series and finished 14, like 20 are currently completed. Number 4 is one of my favorites, and this is my bookish peeps, and that was to get a bingo on my bookish peeps Control My Life or to complete all the life challenges. I have my bingo board. I have my bats ready to go. The first square that I have completed is randomized series. I can't actually remember what that one was for because I know I randomized it a few times in the past little while. I know that I randomized the Tensorate series, which I did finish. So I'm gonna put you right over the top. Then haven't done anything else on the top row. I then have read 3 of the Full Metal Alchemist 3-in-1s, which means I've finished Full Metal Alchemist, and 3 of the Hellsings, which was Ashes, there we go. Nothing else on that line at the moment. Nothing in this line either. Then haven't done those, but I did finish the 3 Timothy Blakes from Crystal. There we go. And then the last one that I have finished in September is 10,000. I did it! I am so bloody proud of this. And here we go. Ah! Technically this one's done, but I finished half of it in October, so yeah. But so I have the Our Flag Means Death fanfiction list, a book with the aliens but set on Earth, have an intentional flow day, charity event, 1 book from each month must go towards my 2024 goals, and go on a picnic left for the activities. For the books, I have 1 left of the Poppy War, 1 of Gracelings, 1 of the Thursday Murder Club, 4 of the I Am Fae at the time of filming, 4 of Soul Eater at the time of filming, 1 more Ice Planet Barbarians. Like I said, at the time of filming I have completed this, but I won't mark it up. But this has been one of my happiest accomplishments of this year, and getting all of this completed. So traveling along well. In terms of the stats, I have done 23 out of the 38 books, which is 60% completed, and 5 out of the 10 activities. Not including mine, I don't think, on the sides. My next goal is my 2020 to 2023 book hauls, and these have sub goals within them. The first is to keep on track with my book haul revisited reads, and I am currently 40% of the way into 1 book and have been for a while. So I need to finish that one off and I will be caught up. In terms of my 2020 to 2022 book hauls, I wanted to read 35 from them. 8 from 2020, 12 from 2021 and 15 from 2022. Currently, I have read 2 from 2020, so I need to read another 6. I've read my 12 from 2021 and I've read 8 from my 2022. So I'm 63% complete. Then my other goal for that is I wanted to read half of the unread books that I had left at the end of 2023 from that book haul. So I needed to read 16 from my 2023 book haul. And currently I've read 15. So I'm at 93.75% completed. I'm very happy. And I definitely think I have ones upcoming that are from there. So that's very exciting. Then in terms of my book buying, again, I've got for this year, I have sub goals. So the first is a budget of $1,200, which is $100 a month. And I am on track significantly. I have spent $338.37, which I think is definitely higher than last year, and I feel like I've acquired a bit more than last year at this point, but I am also paying for books more, like from either Amazon or from Collins, so they're still like cheaper, but I would rather be reading it and buying it because I'm reading it and loving it and want my own copy than just buying it and letting it sit on my shelves. Next is to read 2 books off my physical TBR to be able to add 1. I have read 60 off my backlist and 21 of my 2024 acquisitions. So I could have added 40 unread books to this TBR and still keep it balanced. I've added 31 unread books. And the other one is to have 50% read to unread of my 2024 acquisitions. And I'm sitting at 52%. I'm hit it. I've read a lot of the things that I've bought this year as well, but I've read more than I have unread left. I'm so happy. I'm genuinely so thrilled at this. Like, what the fuck? I didn't think... And then my last one is to add $1 for every 100 pages I read off my shelves. And at the timing, I had read 28,160 something pages off my physical TBR. And so that's $281. Then my community challenges. So the first is Bookstara. I'm on track. I've read everything. In November, we are reading our last book. So easy. Then Gerbitathon, I feel so bad, I haven't looked at it. I just fell behind and haven't dedicated the time to play catch up. So I'm letting that just fall by the wayside for this year, and I feel really, really bad because it is so fun and so intricate and immersive. I just didn't have the spoons this year because Bookemon, which I am loving, having an absolutely grand time with. I have read 79% of the prompts for this year, so doing well. Roadhouse Reads, I am at 79 out of 80 prompts completed. I did some shuffling yesterday and realized that I actually had ticked some off, so winning with that. I have 1 book left and I have decided on what that's going to be. Buzzwordathon, I'm on track, and TBR Knockout, I am on track. I think there was one that I used a book that was not on my physical TBR, but I'm okay with that. And then also I might have read some in the wrong ones, but currently everything is on track. So then my side quest for my bookish ones, I have this scratcher map. I want to read 1. I haven't done it as yet. I don't know if one of the books that I've read in October counts. I'll have to double check. I'm probably not going to add a random book to November, December, just for shits and gigs, but we'll see. So my next one was to read 6 non-fiction and or participate in non-fiction November. I have read 6 non-fiction novels. I have also read some non-fiction graphic novels as well. Amazing. So I have completed this goal, but I still have set my non-fiction November TBR. Then finished my Rainbow Shelf. Didn't read any. I was surprised. There was an opportunity for one and I didn't take it. And read any of my 2022 self-destruct. So I have unhauled one, which is Teacher. I've just decided I'm going to cut my losses and not worry about it for this and just unhaul it. I can always get it from the library if I do want to put myself through that, but I don't think I'm emotionally ready to. And the other 2 are still on my shelves. And then my side quest community goals are Orilium, I am on track. Read my bookshelf, haven't looked at. Pop Sugar, haven't looked at. A to Z, I did read a V. I read Nevo. So still missing I, Q, U, Y, and Z. Happy with that. Author surname going okay. Don't intend on finishing it. It's just interesting if I do or not. And then my channel goals. So bring back Cluedo. Yes, loving the chaos. Live shows once a month, doing well. I don't know if I've done 1 a month, but everything has worked out that I have done 1 at least covered that because I was live every Tuesday for Sufferathon. Chaos chats with Ash holding off until next year for that. Trying to decide if I do want to start a Patreon or not, and if we did, that's where that would go, because, you know, it's not necessarily controversial. I don't have hot takes per se, but it's that I'm having an opinion that might be slightly different than people would normally go towards, and if that is the case, I would rather it be with a group of people that I feel comfortable with and not just like spread out into the universe. Then themed vlogs, I did Sufferathon and Pickpongathon vlogs, so very happy with that, and they were weekly. That was a lot, but really happy with how that came down. Finding my groove with ideas and being involved in readathons and my friend stuff, feeling much better in the groove of things, and I still don't think I'm like 100% participating in my friend's stuff to the degree that I would like, but I also need to accept my own limitations and the fact that I have a full-time job and spoons. So it's okay. I'm feeling comfortable where we're at. Promote channels more. I feel like I'm going okay. I definitely had fun with doing the Audacity August once again, and yeah, I think I've done well in that capacity. And then utilizing my readathon form, so for each month I do an upcoming readathon video, and utilizing the Google form that I created and actually promoting it. Yes, absolutely, so happy. And on top of that, biggest thanks to Sufferathon people for helping me with the upcoming October readathons. They went through and watched them and gave a little spiel that I could then read out rather than me having to watch, because there was a lot of readathons happening and my little brain couldn't keep up. So I had the readathon form and then I had Sufferathon, and I think this was more just my way of saying make sure that you ask for help when you need it and utilize the help that you do have available to you. So in that capacity, yes, absolutely. That's my goals and how we're traveling along. I still have some that are not completed, but I'm feeling comfortable where we're at, and honestly, like, if I don't hit them, they're completely arbitrary. It's fine. It was just more of a way to give my reading a sense of direction as well. I have realized that the direction has been rather restrictive, but that's okay. For next year, I have some ideas. Like, I'm still going to do my bookish peeps and Bookemon, but I think I'm going to just open it up to, like, for my series, not necessarily have a numerical value for how many I want to finish and or start, but say if I start one, I need to continue on with it if I can in that year. So then that way I'm encouraging myself to make progress in series rather than just adding them and then stopping, because I'm like not going back to it. So that's what I'm looking at for series next year. Reducing my physical TBR, so trying to find like a place that I would like it to go down to and keeping it at that, not stressing about the page length but keeping my book buying 2 off for 1 on sort of thing. So we'll see how that all shapes up. But yes, let me know in the comments how you are traveling for this year. If you have goals, how are you feeling towards them? Or if you hit that point where I'm like, I'm done, I'm dusted, I don't give a shit, I'm gonna read whatever the fuck I want when I want to. And I mean, I still do that, it's just I like the structure, and so that's why I set these goals. And it's nice to check in with them and go, yes, I feel very accomplished right now. Let me know in the comments how you're traveling, anything you want to let me know, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!